Guys, I wanted to talk about the new archetype, which is getting a lot of hype from a lot of people, which is SatellarKnights. A lot of people are saying the deck's really, really good, even though it doesn't have the things it has the OCG, it's still going to be beast or whatever, it's going to be winning all these tournaments, it's going to be topping all over the place. But the thing about this deck you have to remember is that even though, a lot of people think it's going to be good because it's new, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good. It is a good deck, but it's not unstoppable. If you talk about a deck a lot into plays, obviously it's going to make it sound good. Even ice barriers, you can talk about how you can summon that guy, pitch, you can search, you can do all this stuff, but you play against it and it's not really all that great. The deck is really good, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm going to tell you guys things you can do to play around it. So for those of you that don't know, their typical play is summoning Deneb first turn. They search out for the Altair or for the Vega or for whatever they need, and then they summon the Altair once the Deneb is off the field, and they special summon Deneb from the graveyard to get another search. They get what card they need for the next turn, or set up for a play for Deltaros, and that's pretty much what they do. Generic rank 4s, so expect a rank 4 every turn. So you should be able to tell what they're going to go into depending on what your field, what you're playing. You should know, okay, they're going to be playing this card because that's the card that's going to get over my field, or it's the best option for them in a plus. It's kind of readable deck. If you play against gadgets a lot or stuff like that, it's pretty much the same thing. One thing I do want to mention, though, is do not forget about generic rank 4s that take 3 monsters. I'm talking about Ouroboros, 104 Masquerade, Tin Archduke, even though I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think Tin Archduke might only be for Earths. I'm not sure, but even if it's not, it's a really good card. All those are really good cards, and they're also warriors, so expect Paladynamo. So they have another out for anything that can't be destroyed, a monster card that can't be destroyed. So pretty much what you can do to stop them is the deck loses to hand traps. A lot of people are using Effect Veiler right now, but it's still really good against them, especially if you're playing Max C, which is really, really good against them. It puts in a lot of work against them. You can chain it to a lot of their cards, their Skybridge, all of that. You can chain any of that, and you're gonna draw some cards off of that. And if you draw into an Effect Veiler, they go into the guy, they try to pop a card in your field, it's the Effect Veiler it. But personally, I prefer Breakthrough Skill at the moment, just because it can be used during your opponent's during your turn as well, to get over the Midrash or whatever the fuck they call it, Wanda here. And pretty much, if you can just stop their play, which is summon the Altair, get the Deneb, you're in a good position. So stuff like DD Crow, Mind Crush, Vanity's Emptiness, Transmigration Prophecy, all those cards are really, really good against them and a lot of other decks. So pretty much you side those in for a lot of cards. I mean, a lot of decks. You can use some of these against Shadallas too. So they're not really all that great once you know how to play against them. Also, there's cards that that can avoid destruction, or they're the hands. They can have they can summon the Deltaros. They can destroy a card you control. It could be a hand that goes. There goes your Deltaros. They summon the Ice Hand. Okay, what are you gonna do? There's a lot of stuff to stop them. So don't think the deck is unstoppable, and when you do see it, don't be too scared, because they are very, readable if you've played against decks that spam rank 4s. A good deck to practice, that I guess would be kind of good practice against would be Noble Knights when they don't go into the King, because they're also warriors and they're also light, so they have access to about the same things that they have. They can also splash in some Bujin cards like Tsukiyomi, to send a card from their hand to the graveyard. It could be like a Deneb or something that they need, and +2 off that real quick. So yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to cover for now. This is a new channel, Team Envoy. That's my team, and I'm gonna give myself the alias of Squishy. My name's Fernando. Reason I'm gonna stick with that is because I've been a part of other communities, and my alias for that has been Squishy since as far as I can remember.